Welcome to The Quiet Room, brought to you by the creator of Truth Well Told Tarot. Your space for relaxing music, meditation and sleep enhancement. Join me on my new channel. I'll leave all the details below. The Quiet Room. Hello Gemini and welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is Andrea and I'm here to do your May 2024 bonus reading for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So I hope you're well. As always, the reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you. I was going to do a different reading this week but decided to do this. So let's see what we have for you. Let's see what we have for Gemini. Thank you. As a bonus message, we have Justice, always quite karmic. Ultimately, we reap what we sow, sometimes about karmic lessons. We have the Three of Pentacles. Above that, we have the Knight of Cups. Beneath that, we have the Hierophant. Immediate past, we have the Page of Cups. Eight of Wands, immediate future. Bottom two cards actually come out together. We have the Page of Swords and the Hermit. Let's see what we have for you, Gemini, as additional. I'm going to pull a few cards. So let's see what we have for you. I'm going to pull you some spirit messages. What do we have for Gemini for May 2024? Thank you. First one, we have nature. This is a time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, body and soul need nourishment, energy, revitalization and strength. Nature has much to offer, so take this time to connect and spend some quality time outdoors. I mean, sometimes that's advice for you. Take a break, ground yourself, connect to nature, especially like with the Hermit if you're trying to find illumination on a situation. You're searching for answers, searching for the way forward in some way. This is a very powerful thing to do. With that, Gemini, we have take a moment. Stop. Now is not the time to rush into the decision you're about to make. Before this important decision is made, take a moment to pause, quiet your mind so that you can ask your soul for guidance before you act or move forward. Strong sense of taking a little bit of time out. It's momentary, it could be half a day, it could be a little bit of time to think, but it will serve you well. Spirit will connect with you there. Always does in nature. Let's see what we have for you. I'm going to pull a couple of money cards, so let's see what we have for you. Could be additional messages for this reading that you need to hear. What do we have for Gemini? Thank you. Let's look at money. Money messages for Gemini. Money messages for Gemini. We have real estate. Build a solid foundation prior to building several stories above it. Consider a career in real estate, interior design, architecture, or any home business. It's time to go back to basics to strengthen your finances. This is also, there is something foundational to do with this reading as well. Building a strong foundation. Bottom of the deck, we have manifesting. You have all the tools you need to increase your income. Good fortune is coming soon. An opportunity may come to you where you can showcase your talent. So you're manifesting something here, Gemini. Could be a property thing. Could well be in terms of money, career, finances as well, again, there's something to do with that kind of sense of solid foundation. Let's see what we have for you. I'm going to pull you a romance angel card too. Let's see what we have, please, angel spirits guides for Gemini May bonus reading. What does Gemini need to hear in love? Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. We have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Let's see what we have in terms of an oracle card as well for you. Message for Gemini. Thank you, angel spirits guides. Thank you. We've got celebration. Good times from hard work. Time spent in good company. With that, we have resolving issues. Solving inner conflict with others. Healing past trauma. So there's an issue to resolve here. Page of Cups in the immediate past here, Gemini, can be a message from the heart. In the immediate past, it can also be to do with a child as well. But Page of Cups is kind of like connected to our heart, and sometimes be the beginnings of change here in a situation, the beginnings of something new. I feel that whatever issue you've been dealing with here, there's an opportunity to manifest something solid, stable, and secure. You know, and for some of you, this might well be a healing thing. Because, you know, the Hierophant can be linked with long-term committed relationships, marriage. I mean, this is either to do with some kind of positive message in the immediate past or someone speaking from the heart in a scenario here. And there is a need to find some kind of common ground. Now, for some of you, if it's a healing thing, it would well be, can we rebuild this? With justice beneath this, it generally is kind of like cause and effect. If that's the case, it is, again, doing the right thing, knowing what the right thing to do is. There is some kind of choice to make. And it's about somebody might want to make something right with you, Gemini. And I guess you have to decide in terms of whether that's possible or not. The Three of Pentacles can be some kind of negotiation or compromise on that basis, in terms of whether you can do that or not. Somebody wanting to rebuild something. The Knight of Cups ultimately feels like some kind of offer of love, a desire to move forward in love. These energies as well here, Gemini, if somebody hasn't wanted to entertain marriage or a deeper commitment in some way, these energies are kind of like saying deep down, I know it's time to move forward on the thing and find some kind of common ground to move forward. Now, for some of you, there could well be property involved in that, buying a home, moving in together, shared finances, you know, whatever that kind of scenario is, because, you know, justice and the Hierophant can be linked with marriage as well. So if it's not a healing thing, the issue that needs to be resolved is finding some kind of common ground to find the right way forward for you. But it just definitely feels like there is a possibility for happy change. And I think that you decide what you want to manifest, but there is something to manifest here and move forward on. The Eight of Wands is lovely. I mean, the Eight of Wands can be about forward movement in a very positive, exciting way. It can be linked with conversations and communication in terms of how you move forward as well. But this is very much kind of like there's no obstacles. There is an opportunity to truly move forward in a scenario. Because again, there is just this message here. Deep down, I know. Someone is vocalizing, deep down, I know this is how we need to move forward. Now, it can be on a path of healing with the Hermit, but it can also be somebody being in their truth. You know, you've come to this point, you've got experience with another person, and deep down, it's time to move forward and find some kind of common ground in order to move forward in a scenario, because deep down I know it's time. I think that there is just some kind of conversation or communication on that basis that is telling you that. So this would be very good in terms of marriage, deepening a commitment. Yeah, that could be in terms of buying a home together, moving in together, having children. Real estate could be involved in that. Could be, you know, adding something to your home as well. So those are the energies, certainly in terms of love, romance, relationships. But I love the energy of celebration because it feels like there is a real positive opportunity to move forward in a very exciting way. Now, the additional message with the Eight of Wands, this can also be linked with travel, holidays. So again, part of this process might well be, you know, moving forward, even going on holiday or traveling somewhere. You know, that can also be the energy here too. Let's see what we have for you in terms of, there was something was coming to me. Just bear with me, because there was something coming to me that I was seeing in terms of money areas. Yeah, yeah. So Gemini, if you're, you know, and it might well be a very specific message for some of you, but I think that you're finding a way forward here in a situation. And it's almost kind of like finding the light or shining the light in the dark to find a way forward in a situation here. Whether something happens, and again, could well be with a younger person, could be in terms of love, romance, relationships, or family. But there is this energy here. If you're dealing with some kind of legal process, it might well be that you're hoping that a decision is going to work out kind for you. And this feels like very positive energies around that. If you are dealing with some kind of legal process, and you might be fearing the worst, if that's the case. You might be fearing the worst. Because again, there is that feeling here of maybe an action has consequences. The energy with this, you find some kind of common ground to negotiate an outcome that you're happy with. And conversations take a turn in a very positive direction for you. And I think that there is just the energy of, oh, thank goodness, you know. It feels like your vibration is rising because you're getting some kind of news that's very positive. It feels like the energy that I'm getting here, Gemini, some of you might well be fearing maybe some kind of decision is going to be worse than it actually turns out to be. So it just feels, and that's maybe an additional message for you. This is to do with some kind of compromise negotiation. For some of you, it could also be that there are somebody has to abide by some kind of condition set. But I think that for some of you, you might have been fearing that an outcome or a decision of some kind of legal process was going to be worse than it is, but it doesn't turn out to be. It feels like there's an issue is resolved and there is reasons to celebrate. So just have faith. I feel Spirit is likely working through this situation here. But there is a karmic lesson in that. Especially if you're dealing, again, I've got 2 pages, especially if you're dealing with a young person or worried about a young person in some way, worried about what the consequences are going to be with a young person. The energy would be learn the lesson. You know, don't repeat the lesson again, because if that lesson is repeated, then it's likely going to end up worse, you know, down the line. So I just feel that there is some kind of outcome here that's very positive, that's likely better than you expected. But yeah, there would just be, and I'm kind of getting a younger person with that. Maybe it's just an additional message that some of you need to hear. But yeah, just make sure they learn the lesson and don't repeat it again. Don't repeat the issue. Okay, I'm going to pull you a fairy card. Let's see what we have for you. What do we have for Gemini? It could also be things like paying a fine, or some kind of condition is set. But it's not half as bad as what you were thinking. We have motivation. When spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, they say get busy and do it. So stay motivated, keep the spirits up. I'm going to pull you an angel card as well. Let's pull you a little angel message. There it is. We have discernment. Discernment means sensing what feels right or wrong, trusting your judgment and acting on it. The angel guidance is to look at the people and situations in your life now and respond to your gut feeling. Learn to develop your intuition and ask your angels to help you to discern the good from the bad. They will prompt and guide you. You will feel safer, happier, stronger, and clearer. Angel wisdom reminds you that when you can be trusted to use discernment, you can serve the universe in a great way. So your affirmation for the month of May: I trust my intuition. That's what I have for you, Gemini, for the month of May as your bonus reading. I always say what comes to me. So I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. I wish you a wonderful month, and I will see you next time.